with the jewelries, but not anymore.
With the setup that's coming over, I wouldn't have hated him to be in IV either. Mari will have a lot to do. 3 players on the other side. Jackie's taking his head clean off. He doesn't even get information on the remainings. The CTs might be worried about a potential lurking player. That smoke's been up for a while now, though, so they'll start to have suspicions. Mast uses those suspicions to quickly probe out, get a quick kill. Jackie's been traded, and Smash starts to scale. Into the A-bomb site they go. Access points galore, but the problem will be through Zekon and from the back of the site. Calyx, Emor, both lighting up the scoreboard. Fantastic stuff. And at least Bondic as the one-man show. This might not be the best of shows. I probably wouldn't pay money to go to see this one, Alan.
No. No, it's the first act in the...
And you get to choose any country in the world, and it's a male beauty pageant, obviously. You're looking for Mr. XYZ. Which country do you think you'd have the best chance in, based on, you know, what you think their beauty standards probably are?
Yeah, have a think about this. This is a big question.
See, I think I'd do pretty decently in, like...
Her picture of all British guys were like 1800s top hats. Like people in a country estate. So that's what I appear like to all the South Americans, apparently.
Well, give you a good shot of winning this one, but in the meanwhile, we've had a whole lot of nothing happening. Utility being used on either side, and Smash will be able to now find Calyx. That's an important entry because that does leave the B side open. The problem is you're not rotating from IV to B, just like you're probably not having Alan rotate to Ecuador to win a Mr. Universe. Mast, however, might be able to still claw things back. Rotations won't matter, and there won't be any second prong of assault. Emor's forward-facing position is going to be great. 18 seconds on the clock. Beanox sitting behind the newly found boxes, and Emor's the one to trade him away. There's still a man inside Pop Dog. Moss wants to push, but Mari's holding down the site. 6 seconds on the clock. The bomb can't make its way over. They just need to find the kill. Maybe even after time. No. Tension will be able to keep himself alive, and Eternal Fire still take the round.
That had a lot of kind of deeper lines, deeper angles.
Yes.
This one's a bit more close range, close quarters now.
This could be dangerous over here. Calyx has found Marix, but the problem is Smash is now closing in on Mari's position. He misses his chance, and now with that, Mari can fight back. There was one shot you had to fire. Tension's the one hitting them off, but now it might be too late. 2 quick kills found, but he's losing teammates like flies. But only he actually likes his teammates, so maybe not like flies. Like teammates. 30 seconds. Game still on. If you can find the skill from Mast, the problem is going to be the shadow disadvantage. It is massive. Mast takes him down, and there you have it. Eternal Fire. 2 rounds in a row. Very few players kept alive, so there still are chances of being reset, but they have started off 5-0.
In a decent position with also a bit of time remaining to actually get something done. I hope to change that in this round. Util spent as they go for their B-heavy default, and Marcy's just going to fight. Got so many teammates around. They've got 4 players committed here, the CTs, to fight for B, and that's a bit of a disaster now that they've lost it.
You could still clean this up with Mari's position, but Calyx had to stay alive for that one, and with him going down, Emor is not going to be given an easy shot. Marix is taking up a good spot for himself. This likely is going to end up being a save. If Marix gets backstabbed, maybe there's still a chance. No creep and crawl. Incendiary's good. Jackie's position given up. It's still Emor trying to wrap around with the AWP, but Smash is ready for the angle. Eternal Fire, those early losses, and Smash is the one to do it all. 4 kills in the round. It is his comeuppance. Simple maths. What is going on over here? Nice little collection as he really forces the issue. We're seeing a much better Emor today than we did on a Friday, and I am loving it. That is a quick sideline offered up to Calyx. He will find Bondic, trying to lurk through the smoke, and Eternal Fire might be right back to winning ways. They have not waited at all. They still have $2,900 loss bonus. They could save and buy him next. Oh, Mari hears an off on the other side of it, but that's not what he has to worry about. It's Jacky's AK. Jacky gets one Molotov out towards the back of the bomb site, and Mast is relying on Emo. Pushes forward into the op, and suddenly it's right back in contention. Calyx and Beanox on the bomb site. Beanox trying to push through the smoke, find the planter. Marek has been given time, but he hasn't got his gun out. Leaves Tension alone. 1 versus 2. He's had some good moments, but it's his time to shine, and no can do. Calyx sidelines him, puts him down. Op can be recovered over here as well. Easy peasy. And if you lose over here, this might be your chances of 4 gone and dusted. Look at the rotations from Eternal Fire. They are fully expecting this, but Calyx's demise is going to be added to. It's going 3 dropped out, only for 2. Smash is low. Marex is far into the site. Problem is he's not been able to get that first kill, and now Mas is coming in from behind. Excellent push timing, and Smash is low. Doesn't feel comfortable taking these duels. A reload. That's where he gets caught out. No smoke available for that bomb. The Molotov from Tension is going to be all the more important, so he has to use it. Emor's op cannot be what ends up finding him. A flash in his face is hardly feeling comfortable. They need to stick the bomb, and instead it's Emor who's trying to cover it off and does so successfully. 7 for Eternal Fire. Even when FAVBET get the entries, they cannot maintain the advantage.
About to contact A, and there is only one in defense. This could work.
Calyx is in fact, and he's going to be cut off again. They're all the way into the site, and by the time Emor makes his way over, you can't keep pulling Util out. Guys, you've got the advantage. Bondick's position is good, though. The problem is going to be the play coming in from the flank. Bondick with a 2-man spray. Emor mid-air has met his death, and Murray turns around to a flash. That's not the problem. The problem is he wasn't going to see Bondick regardless.
Yeah. Clearly starting to get a read, aren't they, on where Calyx is playing. Obviously, that was quite extreme for Calyx to actually turn at just the wrong time, but I think he always would have been traded, even if he was looking the right way. I'm watching the rotations on the CT side. They are going to commit 4A with a kind of upper B push.
They don't have flashes, though, so Emor could do some serious damage. First skill's been found. Second one is right there as well. This is the problem with committing without those flashes. The op feels all powerful. You've got players covering off every angle, and sure, you don't get to play buddy-buddy, but you're relying on yourself to hit that shot, and that reliance is something Emor's always good for. Calyx now shows up as well. Emor keeps it going. This is the definition of a hero op, but now that your hero has fallen, will there be another one to rise in his stead? Mari is ready.
I'm done. This is a nightmare. Execute now for these T's. Gonna have to commit through. Volley timing is decent. And Emor, a rare miss, gives an opportunity. Bondick, double collection onto Sandwich. Now they have some room to work with. Just gonna clear out this play around Bomb Train. And there's not much of a defense remaining. There is a Pop Dog flank. But my main fear is gonna activate too late here to really be a factor. Only Mari could have stifled this, and now he's gone.
Mari had to stay alive over there if he wanted Calyx to be able to do anything. If he just took a slightly more defensive angle, but obviously at the same time, always looking for an opportunity to try and level the playing field. This round is still on, or at least that's what they think on the CT side. Calyx's flashbang is supposed to be the spurring moment. Of course, last round of the half, you better go and at least jiggle it up out there, but yeah, won't work out. Great entries from Bondick, and like you said, Emor's miss might be something that he regrets later on more so than not. He's going to be able to call out the rotate early on, and now you have 3 players on this B bomb site to deal with. There are no flashes. Smash out in the open will not be forced off. He pushes himself off because he's confident in the retake. Jacky's got 1. The trade is good, and the T's are making good progression back towards Zcon. This could be big. This is exactly the position you want, but Marks is going to be the disruptor. Mast is able to trade him away, and Jacky's misses are quickly punished. Bondick can't find a kill to save his life, and that's exactly what was at stake. The life of FAVBET might have just shortened massively on their own map pick. Like, potential activity through Ivy, and teams just use less Molotovs early in general. Now comes out the execute, though, and now we can see Flame on across the map. Mari is scaling, very interesting enough, all the way through his own Molotov. He's given up position It's a spam that actually dissuades him from going back to CT, and the 1-for-1 in the bomb site makes it feel like Eternal Fire might want him there regardless. This round should be over.
I think you need to go for it, right? I mean, 8 in a row, especially that kill from Jackie. This has to be an attempt. Mari remains in the back lines. Bondic seems to be aware this duel could open up the round, and Bondic goes down. Now it becomes really tough. How do you root out a player in a position as strong as that and defuse this bomb? Oof. Huge kills from Beanox, but equally time could have done the job as well.
Very little. It's Stone Age versus the Space Age going on right now.
Beanox really not have a rifle.
Yeah. That's what I was a little bit concerned about on the other side of things. But 1-for-1 doesn't matter. It feels like Beanox is going to be given a rifle very quickly by his teammate. Maybe it's just a nice little shared rifle program. Tension out in the open will fall, but not before he does get information about the remaining CT players as well. Mas should be over and done with, but he might as well try and get some kills while he's at it. He knows he's going to be chased down regardless. And yeah, Beanox was just saving money to drop for Mas in the next round.
So a nice round in isolation, but obviously they're a base camp, and they've got Everest here to summit. And now we're going to pile on the aggression. Mask doesn't get much done, and he seems to have been a ruse. The bulk is elsewhere. The bulk is towards B, but everybody's trained. Tension's not going anywhere. 4 in defense. This round has not worked.
Have we found the star player? If Tension's going to be coming alive, this would be a high time, even if it might be too late for Train. It's obviously a play you want to have activated going into Overpass as well. Smash is in a very awkward position. If he goes even slightly further ahead, Beanox should have had the better of him in lineup instead! That could not have gone worse. You hear that, Alan? That's the sound of a fire hitting a roadblock. Maybe they can still power their way through it. Emor's alive, but not for long. The bomb on the ground, and Mari wondering where all his team went. He has to save, and that does screw up their economy for the next few rounds.
Yeah, it does.
Make them up.
I think stay alive.
I do love that one. It's one of my favorite flashes in Train. It's just so simple, but so effective. Double up now out for FAVBET, as they are hoping that simplicity can be what allows them to take rounds away. In simplicity of an op, yeah, nothing beats it. Jackie, however, might be losing his shot and his life. Tension and Marix are playing cover though. Marix comes in for a quick double kill, and despite losing out on that secondary op, this should still be a pretty clear-cut round. Beanox has chances. Those chances are limited because of the lack of the bomb, but the time is there at the very least.
What he'd give to have a rifle right now. To work pretty hard to recover one. And Smash has no idea.
Oh, God.
Lucky. Very lucky.
Catapults them forward if they win this one. They are not just back in relevancy. They are maybe even expected to break into overtime should you win over here.
Don't count your chickens. Emor finds one. Goes looking for more. He's taking space. Which is very annoying. Pulls him off the angle. Oh, it's awkward. Decent 1-2 punch, but it does come at the expense of Tension. And Calyx kills Bondic. 2v2 now. So much happening in these back lanes. So many angles to worry about. I get the sense we're going to do something early here. There's a lot of people poised to send Util in and over main. Get these two moving.
Even if it's early, I don't know if it's going to work. Mari's low. He should have been the point of first contact, and in many ways he is. He's the point of first demise. Beanox does trade him. Marix, the danger man of A, has been put down. And with that, Eternal Fire turned back and say, you know what?
And they're forced into a spot where they have to respect A. They've decided to play B retake. Got an Ivy lurk. That's Calyx. He goes down. And now there's also a rotation here on B. Beanox though continues his absolute reign. Can Smash get anything done here behind the oil train? Does seed the plant. 3v3 now.
Bondic is the one to keep an eye out for. His activation is going to be absolutely critical, and Emor misses the timing. Beanox is still watching. He's still covering the Guardian Angel of this round. Eternal Fire have been relying on him for everything, but he cannot deliver the third time over. Mas instead will have to step up. Emor is now down as well. Mas is trying to close the distance, make it a 1 versus 1. He's successful in that attempt, but Bondic has a kid, and he's not afraid to stick it. Here's Mas nearby, turns around, gets the kill, and he'll still get the defuse. FAVBET will take it to OT. Bondic, how do you do it?
I barely.
You know, we do this thing. I ask questions, you give answers. You know, play. Damn.
Don't get me to analyze this game. It hasn't made a lot of sense for the last 10 rounds.
You're kidding me, Calyx! What the hell is that? Just double trades it, and he keeps it going with Mas to be his predecessor. Please, turn around and look at him. Please. Marks is going to get another one. That grenade. Mari's checking the other angle. Marks. Oh. I really thought he'd swing for that. Alright, some semblance of sanity perhaps can prevail. No, it can't.
Very Beanox there not to finish his food.
He's been having a rough one.
This is still big advantage, Mario. If you can get, especially if you get into sandwich, I don't think Smash ever expects this.
He doesn't miss the shot. Okay, there you go. All right. A little bit of a landscaping journey. We've had a lot of ivy, narrow passages, very gauche. Oh my gosh, Jackie just keeps getting it done.
Wow.
Brilliant entry.
Beanox
That's the
is so
Beanox that we've been absolutely
right
missing over here. Jackie's not missing anyone though. Calyx will get taken down. Emor is low, and he would have been killed regardless of his HP. Mari, you've saved one day. And you save the next.
Try and catch somebody off guard. And look at the number of angles Smash is having to juggle here. This is ridiculous.
He's a goner. Mari's just hoping he can maybe get a little bit more. Smash falls down. The problem is Tension can still cover the bomb. With the AWP, it's going to be really hard. Mari's got a smoke. Maybe he can use that one, and Tension is going to be moving away. Mari has the advantage all of a sudden. He's trying to close the distance. Tension hears the footstep, peeks out, and shuts him down.
Gonna fire choose to just continue. And they might be going fast here, straight into Pop Dog, but they're just going to swing immediately. Beanox looks like he's very much intent on that. I'm not sure whose flash it was, but he couldn't see a thing, and Emor finds 2 in the meanwhile. Still, man advantage to the CT side. Calyx doing his best, but 4 angles seemingly facing him at the same time. There's not much he can do.
And has been very often the case. Masters alone. Fire have been caught up in the 1vx's on 1vx's. Every single round of this overtime has ensued. I've only really been in the winning favor of it once, and I don't think this is going to make much of a difference. Nice kill found on attention. Bomb on his back and time on his clock. Mas can make this work.
Yeah, it's quite different to the last round, isn't it? Because he has the bomb.
Mas also has plenty of util for that post spawn as well, but the legs are spotted. Smash misses his chance. Mas, Molotov back out towards Zico, and the smoke will be good, but they're trying to push through it. He will get the digits down and fade away. Gets a deep smoke, spots out the angle above. This is everything he needed. A deep grenade will maybe bring him back to 1 dink, but they've both got to be working together. The swings will be critical, and Smash is the first one to peek in, gets a kill immediately, so all jitters and shocks are going to be avoided. Eternal Fire will be locked down onto just the one.
Guess they'll split A from Pop Dog and Main.
That has to be the only real option, but the problem is Beanox has pushed forward. He's found Jackie, and he's done his job. They now know that based on where that lurk was, it probably isn't going to be a B-sided hit. At least that's what you'd think the call would be. A deep incendiary out to Pop Dog, and Mari reconsiders. He makes his way back over. There aren't flashes to disable his orb, so the secondary should be able to find something over here. Beanox, oh my god, you give it, and he take it. And right now he is taking his sweet time to find a kill. Still brings it back and smashes down. Bondic and Marix fight back, but the time is a real enemy, and that is an enemy no man can really truly defeat. Bondic still wrestling with Father Time, but it's Calyx who comes in from behind and shuts it all down.
Wow. It felt like a pretty decent attempt from FAVBET. Certainly see a lot of worlds where that side did get overwhelmed. But now it started well. Masked on the board. Main secured. Another player in Jackie that's shaping up to get aggressive. He's in the smoke at the moment. And Mask goes all the way through. Fortunately, Tension seems to be ready for it. And Beanox also falls. This is looking good now for the T side.
Oh my goodness, Calyx has just been shot down. Bondic and Jackie find the critical kills in Eternal Fire. Although they do pick up that first round going into the second half, they will be hard-pressed to find more than that. Mari has had his moments, has had his highlights, has been maybe a bit more consistent off the bunch, but you're asking for a lot of air. There's Molotov in Bondic's hands as well. He can always deploy that one out towards the bomb if need be. He's rotating all the way back to try and play with Tension. And Tension is just hidden. There's no reason to peek. He knows it as well. Mari is just going to save this AK and not even try to go for it. That nade
a tough time here.
Is a very good threat as well. You're right, Alan. Emor is ready with the AWP. Calyx has got the Incendiary. Eternal Fire are going to be able to stop this initial wave, but does FAVBET have enough to rejiggle and rejog? They don't have the flashes for it, and you can clearly see that CTs are lighting up the scoreboard. Tension trying to scale back into an impossible bomb site, misses his shot as well, and FAVBET, they have overthunk it. Great read from Eternal Fire, just what they needed to force that second overtime. It has been a tale of unfinished business. And Emor is hoping to contact in, but what a trade from Smash instantly takes him down.
Hopefully is fully shielded from the backlight. But if Tension can get behind B...
There's 15 seconds, so he's not going to be relevant.
Do they have time for all this shenanigans?
He has to cut off rotations, and the B-bomb side is really just going to come down to Marix setting entries. Marix is gone. Calyx and Beanox find their kills. They find him twice, and Mari... can just come through in the flank.
Main push. Saw this earlier. And Mask keeps going. Keeping looking. Finds his man. Doesn't get traded. That is a nightmare for FAVBET because now you're just so scared to go near that position again. And did Mask really just get that kill through the smoke? I think he burst the smoke with his own AG.
You'd hope so, otherwise it does just feel like bad to worse. FAVBET have had an incredible streak of things, but the way things are going, Eternal Fire are hoping to close it out in the second overtime. Mask still covering Smash. He's going to find the kill, and twice. You've got to be joking, Smash. What are you on? I need to know your config, your cereal, your breakfast routine, and your skincare, because you're looking good on the server. No, game's not over yet. Calyx in his flank could be relevant. He's strumming in from behind. Smash should be stabbed in the back while the bomb is planted. That's what you'd think. But he turns, he turns. Can he get it done? Calyx misses his first shot. Second is where he'll collect, and now it's all on Emor to make his way back into the site. Find the kill on Jackie. Emor on the USB. You're not winning that round. No. Almost does it, though. 15 HP amongst the two of them, but the problem is diametric. And when I say diametric, I mean diametrically opposed angles between the T-side players are going to make this very unlikely for Calyx. Oh, what a shot from Jackie.
Important as well, because if he actually gets on the bomb, the reason they lost the last round had nothing to do with double orping. It actually put them in a position where they very likely could have won it.
Last one will be landing. Emor, first one's for free. Maybe another one around where that came from. No, Molotov will force him away. Mari's life is forfeit in the meanwhile, but Emor wasn't actually flamed on. Not quite a member of the Fantastic Four, but he has had a fantastic round, and he hopes to continue. Otherwise, FAVBET in the 2 versus 3 with that clawback still are going to try and make a show of it. Utility is gone, though. So it'll have to be straightforward shooting, and Emor is quite good at that on the CT side. He's picking up some form again, 3k in this round, but still Marix to find Calix with a knife in his hand. Calix, my guy, that is going to be something that comes back to haunt you. Marix, I mean, he could just be caught off guard from the side. Is must. Can you find him? Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Ooh.
Tension.
Smoke. Denies vision.
Mash is in front of it though, so if anything, Beanox is asking for trouble. And Calix is the one who's had it delivered to him. Yeah, should Beanox die over here, this round is over.
Yeah, that was an Ivy push from the AWP of Jackie. And you're right. This one kill on Ivy and the confidence from FAVBET to remain in a freebie stack, which honestly is very confident in a man advantage. This is going to be insurmountable. I think they need this instant kill here on Smash, stand a chance. And now he can just be a thorn in the side. He doesn't need to find more kills. If he just stays alive, the bomb plant here is a nightmare.
Emor has the bomb. Emor can't connect with the rest of his team. The round is just impossible.
Well, that was an absolute suffocation. That's Alan. But on train, a map where it's a lot harder to progress from, you know, your default to a site, they just can't get out and into a good position. They're just not comfortable with that transition.
Oh, flashes are good, and Mari's shots are better. There you go. You want it a little bit basic? That's basic. Shots through the smoke, shots through the head, in and out of that side. 4 versus 2. Brought back to 3. Sure, Smash has been a big man, but that big man was on fire, literally. And quickly put out of his misery. 1 versus 3 for Jackie. Not got a real shot of it with the smoke still down and Moss having time to reposition. Calix as well is the only real 1 versus 1 that he could have maybe just won out immediately, but Calix gets a backstab, the double kill on the entry, and the third to top it out. Eternal Fire will once again find themselves on match point. Moss knows his job. His job is to chuck out utility and help his teammates come out of Pop Dog. Beanox to be the one to lead the charge. Second flash is great, but Jackie's off is still covering. He re-peeks into death. Bondik and Marix will be the ones to reap that site a few more times, and Mari's alone as a result. Legs been chopped off from underneath, but somehow still walking likely to his grave. The bomb... No. They don't complete this one until it's too late. And that's exactly what happens. Tension takes him down. But there's no one there to receive outside of Jackie for once. This is a nice deep position for him. And he reveals, then rotates away. The real commitment is on B. It's effectively a 3v2 in this round. And Emor finding the first is big. It starts to force the rotations away. Smash's kill is good. But he also spots out 2 more, which is better. That means Tension can stay tuned and keep watching out for anyone to be dropping into the side. That bomb cannot make its way over. The flank is the only real pressure, and that's coming with an AWP. So Emor, who heard the scopes, is going to be meeting the scope firsthand. 2 versus 1 as FAVBET keep things under control.
So spread out, Eternal Fire. That sows the seeds for their demise. I don't see how Calix gets to the bomb, back and get a plant in 30 seconds.
Not what you need when you're trying to kick the doors off of overtime, get done with this Groundhog Day. FAVBET are enjoying it. Actually, we kind of like this day.
Main, we're straight in. Mari, flash over, 4 players behind him. They are not wasting a second. It's so key they don't get stalled out. 3 mollies to the back of the bomb train. That is not great communication, and now it's starting to fumble. There's nobody on the site proper, so a bomb plant is really quite possible if they just get on with this.
They're worried, though. They don't believe it for a second. They don't start dialing in the digits till the CTs are already back out towards Ivy and pushing through the lane. Smash covering off. He spots the leg. What? Emor had no chance to refrag that, none whatsoever. Calyx is left alone in the 1v4, and how many times have we said this, Alan? I don't think he has a chance. Oh, first kill, second kill.
Fine shooting, but yeah, against 4, not possible. You can certainly see that
he's been doing a lot of good rotations to the back of the bomb side as well if need be, and right now he has spotted out the player, loses the duel, and this could be the moment. Bondik always there to refrag, but he himself is a victim now. Jackie looking for cover off from Sandwich, and the legs spotted makes it an easier shot. No reason to repeat. He knows it as well. It's a 2v1 for his teammates coming back in from Zcon. Mast is down. Calyx is on the deck, and FAVBET now 3 map points in a row for them to try and fend off the Turkish-Polish dream. No one there to give it to him, though, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Everyone really intended using their incendiaries early from the CT side. They're really expecting FAVBET to be speeding things up. Knox clearance. Oh, that's a good shot, but Marex is one better.
AK versus M4. That's the difference.
You don't have the refrag either.
This is as good a chance as you're going to get. What is the move?
Tension is looking for a fight.
Coming in behind. I think they're going to split A. No, it's going to be a B round. They've got 4 players now in the vicinity. Tension, again, somehow has become the lurker in Ivy. He's actually found a huge gap. Oh, my lord.
You're kidding me. This could not get worse. Tension's found the flank, and now they've even got enough time to wait for him. They don't need to rush forward, but they will. Moss is on the ground, and Eternal Fire are going to have a long, hard conversation while FAVBET rejoice and prepare for their enemy's map pick. Mari, a 1 versus 5, and if it felt like the world was against him before, he is about to be introduced to a new definition of that phrase. Finally, FAVBET close it out. What a comeback coming through from them. 22-18, Alan.
I can't believe it.
And we're back. The European qualifier continues for Thunderpick 2025. One of the last few lands on the horizon that you can try and compete for. FAVBET up 1 map have robbed, stolen, bedazzled Eternal Fire out of, well, technically their own map pick, but out of a big lead on Train. Now, over and overpass, Eternal Fire find themselves down a man once again. Smash finding another quick kill, and there's more where that came from. Mars is all alone. Wow. Convenient.
Goodbye.
Last time Eternal Fire played Overpass in the Thunderpick qualifier was 2 days ago versus Reason, and they didn't do very well for themselves. Mark speaks in. Diego on the other side is actually the one who stole the kill. Marix doesn't even get to have his extra $300. Do you get $50 from the team kill? I'm not sure. What I am sure about is that Emor has recovered that M4A1 and maybe even this entire round. The way things are going, though, Mari's not going to get the kill. He barely just manages to pull it together. The MP7 at range, now forced into the reload. That's a lot of misses out on the server.
What a mess.
It is godlike or terrible. This is a learning journey for them as much as it is for us. But Jackie's MP7 is feeling frisky. In behind that smoke, he's dead. Beanox is getting the better of him. With Tension still going for the jump spot, they are maybe even thinking this is a solitary player. Tension does have the AWP, which should be expected, but maybe not considering it is a naked op. So he has gone for a risk, and that risk has paid off. Initial kill is good, and the rotation back, you can see like ants swarming back in through connector over to B. Will Smash be there in time to do anything? Smash is taking his time. They're letting Marix clear out toilets, and that means this is going to be a retake without the kit.
There's no nades on Heaven. Then that means the AWP... Ooh, that was close. Tension would have almost had an angle there. So fast thinking from Eternal Fire does get them a bomb plant. And we believe there's no easily recoverable kit here. So time is of the essence. Smash in first, and he needs to start moving. These guys need to go. Mars sits in the smoke. Calyx behind the pillar. There's a lot of varied crossfires here from the T side, and I'm not sure this is doable. There just is not the time. Smash needs to get out of here.
I can't believe they waited for Marix to clear out the entirety of toilets before rotating a player.
Did feel quite slow from FAVBET.
Maybe soft, cushiony fallback of, hey, it's just the T side where we're struggling.
Yeah. Ooh, that's more like it. Tension. Hell of a call to go 4B.
This is
Tension's here.
Incredible. I mean, Tension is just going to feel like he's all over the map, and the problem is you don't know if this is a lonely man or not. This could very well just be an Opera who's running around with only one player behind him, or it could be the entire Pendulum stack. You've also recovered an AK, so now you've got 4 rifles instead of just the 3 you started with. Eternal Fire had the advantage of a lot of utility, though. If you want to go for an execute, you do have it. Mas just needs to get a kill before the flashbang will pop. Otherwise, it feels too difficult. Smash can just stay alive. While he comes over, smoke immediately present, and that's really the only util the CTs needed. 30 seconds, and you're not going to be moving past this crossfire. Jackie is able to go back deep into water, and Mas is still unable to penetrate this smoke. The crosshair seems on point, but the flashbang forward, it is almost a lineup for Smash, but you can't take down the bomb while it's being planted. The T's are even thinking of aggressing. Bondic and Marix put their minds and bodies together, and it is only Mas left alone. It is 4 alive, the CTs with robbery, and Pension's the one holding the bag.
Absolute hero. Absolute hero. So dynamic. I think Emo missed the shot on connector early. I think that's how he got the kill.
Pulling out his KSMG impression, dodging all the bullets. Smash is going to be able to smoke himself off, but this execute coming over towards the B bomb site is once again going to be met by the same resistance as the last round. It is going through the smoke where they hope that their fate will change, but Smash is still ready. Beanox trades. That presence from short is critical, and he's going to be able to get another one. Bondic's unsuccess at finding a multi is big. Tension, the hero of the last round, can only hope he can do it again in the next. That grenade is persuading him to make it an attempt, and with the smoke that's now dissipated, if he gets the kill on the planter in the fadeaway, there's certainly a chance. Smoke's been refreshed now, and that chance is gone. I can't believe Tension is going for this. The silent drop down will not have been heard. Calyx isn't ready at all. It's going to be a straight 1 versus 1. No question about it. You've got to be kidding me. That is unreasonable.
And are we seriously just about to rush B? It feels like it. Flash is flying over. And there's a boost going on the bridge at this moment, which is far from ideal. They are much worse positioned to defend it. But still, Smash. 3 kills for him. Then 3 come in reverse for the T side. So many dead bodies now littering this site. But with Jackie staying alive in towards the pit, this now becomes extremely difficult for Calyx. And he doesn't even have the bomb yet.
All to do. The bold and brazen call will end in FAVBET being given another round. FAVBET don't have utility. Their stopping power has to be concentrated into rifles, and Smash is repositioning time and time again. I mean, this is really good. Smash is going to go a bit too far, though. And that's something he'll be regretting. Players are still overhead to try and make up for that, though. There's 2 inside water. Master is going to just run them over. Tension and Marix fight back. A deep grenade in case there's someone already trying to plant the bomb. Marix is doing everything, and the time is over. You cannot plant. You cannot win. Marix, just stay alive. Even goes out.
I don't hate it. I mean, especially if they're not super comfortable holding the sites with more standard setups and standard numbers. You got to give yourselves a chance to win if you've already got this. You've always got this many on one site.
Problem is that Eternal Fire are now going to start reading into that and waiting for these pushes to come through. Do they expect to, though? Well, it doesn't matter because their flashes mean they can still overrun. Jackie good for the 1, and Bondic is the only one who can make a difference to this round of a hair. Flank will stop the bomb plant potentially. No, he missed the spray and now is trying to get away. Still a man behind him, and stabs in the back are common, but rare from Beanox. Gotta say, Eternal Fire, I do like the patience coming through from them.
Decent amount of util, I guess, but obviously quite to the lesser with the weaponry.
Mari out and about. Jackie's already got one, and Jackie makes it two. Never switched out of the AK. Plundered loot can stay for later. This is still a very good position for the 5-7 back at Optimus, and Beanox put in an auto jump if I'm not wrong. Emor's got two somehow, and Smash on the AK that he was given over has a whole lot to do. They could line up, but they don't, and that's what matters. Emor, sharp shooting. It shouldn't have been, but it might still do so. Calyx and company still put their minds together, and you know what? Forget I said anything. It's a nice backstab into what the CTs were hoping would be their point of aggression. And Eternal Fire should be on 8.
Okay.
Can it be 2 in 100? That's what they're hoping for, but as they go into the double Luli setup, this is going to be tricky. Beanox spotted.
Wow.
Marex and Jackie got off to the right start, I will say.
That was brutal. Julie's collected. And used to effect. This pistol is almost certainly going the way of FAVBET now. They're taking their time too. Going to let Snash walk into B here. He confirms the position of one player, and that's honestly worth his life in a 5v2. Just need to navigate Mari behind the truck. Oh my lord. Can he find more? Yes, he can. Just Bondic remains. Mari has put a huge dent in the FAVBET chances of recovering this map. Just needs one more bullet.
No.
And Bondic salvages. What a roller coaster at the end.
Well, you commend him.
Also, why isn't that rifle on Beanox? Come on. How dare I question? How dare I question people?
Yeah, please, come on. This is the Turkish team, okay? If they're going to have a hero, he's going to be Turkish.
Contractually obliged.
It's true.
If there is a hero AK, a Turkish player must have it.
Yeah. But there is certainly more risk than there was about, what, 15 seconds ago?
True, but equally, now they can reset proper nades. It actually looks like Eternal Fire starting to second guess themselves as well. And Masked, the sexy first shot. That's all he finds. Emor, 31 HP. All we need is good spacing. That is everything here. To trade him out, Emor gets his fight, but only the one. The 10th round. Nevertheless, bomb is down. They've got 2 rifles. Mari doesn't have a kit. I don't think there's a gun near to him, is there? So, this shouldn't be possible.
I really do. There's so few maps where it feels like they're exclusive to force buy strategies that you can try and run, or like hero strategies. By comparison, Overpass comes in with all of its fun boosts and the like. Yeah.
Up close. With the taser.
He's ready for it one, but the flashbang suddenly... Oh my god, he still gets it. Oh. Very few positions now left where the Zeus still feels as powerful as it did for a little while. Calyx traded with the utility. That's the only thing that he's able to trade his life for. There's still a man on the back of the bomb side. Beanox. A deagle that could come into play in the way things are going.
Come on, guys.
No, you're kidding me. Time is of the essence, though, and Beanox might have just won the round for his team. They need to fight him off, and they will. It's 3 for Bondic that's needed. It is a real ropey situation. Trying to explore back out towards the toilets, and while that happens, it's going to be a attempted collection into connector. Checky, position is good, and he'll get the frag. Calyx, put away.
What a nightmare couple of rounds for Calyx. It's not been effectual at all. Very passive stance from FAVBET as they start to consider how this round's going to end. They don't have any map control, so at the moment, Emor's holding all of mid. Beanox has all of B, and he catches Smash without a trade. Come on, guys. We're better than that.
Smoke's gone down as Monte trying to move past it. Mari, critical kill, and there's another where that came from. So it does feel like Eternal Fire's dry spell is now going to be hinging on Marix to not find any more success, and it'll be hard to when the bomb went through the smoke. Maybe a bit of an oversight.
I don't know why they reversed the Bogdan, because that Jackie had the orb. And in the end, Tension took it back, so one of the riflers entering had no HP. And the low HP player was second to Bondic, so he can't trade.
At least to threaten it. But there isn't that idea of, hey, maybe we'll have a connector plus fountain connection to try and push into toilets. Calyx now is going to be put at risk. He's been a weak link quite a few times, and right now is no different.
Run, guys, run.
Domino to fall, but the CTs are fast over to A. 3 players will be ready, and as the Ts have slowed down, the defenders are completely prepared. Molotovs fly over and behind Mars, so he'll be able to maintain position. They need to clear that one out. Good flashbang helps him to do so. Marix with 2, and the bomb can now go down. The CTs are going to be trapped to save.
Marix saved their bacon so hard. That's inexperience as well, to not realize that. So basically, FAVBET
and Eternal Fire, they can't believe it either. Emor misses his shot, and that's critical. Incendiary that can be ignored. You can't sail past this one. They don't have flashes, but they might not be needed. Emor blinded out by that one last flash that they had, and Jackie's been able to get onto his side. A quick shot here, a quick shot there. Shot number 2 is where Smash connects, and FAVBET with 1 second, just a 1 second. They will plant this bomb.
This is mad.
But this is literally flip side.
That's such an important call there, by the way. They're about to aggress B short, but they realized that the round is already won if they do nothing. Very likely won.
No, it might not be. The flash in Jackie's face, that doesn't go where it's supposed to. And now Mari with 2. Bondic will trade, but the backstab activates. Marix brings it back. He knows where Emor is. It's time to plant. He's committing to it. Emor is making no secrets about his position. Marix just needs to win. Bacon be saved, but not this time over. That spells off from Harry Potter, and it really doesn't work.
4A for the CT side. And Emor's gone.
Calyx is really hoping this is not going to be another point of exploitation, but unfortunately for him, not only has he fallen, he has taken his teammate with him. Beanox coming in from behind, but the rotation has been called. The problem will be Mari. Can they deal with it? Mari looking away, reveals intent. But every single T-side player is so split up, no one can give backup to Bondic.
This is scary for Bondic, but he just needs to sit. He honestly needs to do absolutely nothing right now. The only thing that matters is that he stays alive, because the big flank from Jackie will win this round. And now that Mari's been collected, he can start making his move. Just go through the pipe bomb and get the bomb down from Monster. Okay, decent trade in the end.
But with Mass position, they know it's not going to be a B-side hit. But they don't dare call anyone back. Emor's found kill number 1, and Nirvana will have to be in the next life for Bondic, but the rest of his team is falling in banana. 2 versus 4, and FAVBET, they will have run dry, they will have run out, and they will also be running out of cash. Tension realizes it might be time to save. He's still fighting in. He cannot afford to die after time. Can he defend his life? He cannot. That should be the nail in the coffin.
It's going to be a B-pop. They're already here early. Tension's got nades ready to go.
Nades on nades, and Jackie's the one trying to come in from behind. What an entry from him. He might not be done. Jackie and Smash are overrunning. I thought it was over, Alan. But you were counting chickens. While FAVBET spread their wings and flew. Poultry doesn't do just that. 4 versus 2, but it is true that Eternal Fire are screwed. Over here, Mast and Calyx threadbare utility, but a needle and thread is not going to be enough. This is insanity. This is ridiculous. This is the Thunderpick European qualifier. It does not get better.
Yo, how are we 40 seconds into the round and we haven't taken any map control? 40 seconds to go.
This is still good, though. Look at how long these rotations are going to be for the CTs. This execution timing could not be better, but Jackie's realized, oh no, I have all the util that you were supposed to be throwing in. It is lost in the sauce, and FAVBET right now are still going to get the entry somehow. How? This round is in their favor, but not done yet, as Emor will connect. Tension making his way over, can flop the bomb. There aren't the Molotovs to stop him, not until it's too late. And as Tension will fall, I only beg to ask the question, how has either team won this round?
You kind of hoped after enough reps of rounds that they start realizing.
Well, maybe don't speed up like that. In through the smoke and dead in the water. What? I'm sorry, I don't actually know how to break this down, man. They're being broken down.
This is cooked.
The only thing well done about this, but hey.
The good news
if Smash can force Emor back with the Molotov, and then the long fight's coming, this could be good. Smokes out towards the back of the site. Marks has saved them before. Flashes are good. Emor is dead. Jackie takes one. Beenox unable to find anything either. And as the steal onto A will work out, I remind you, Alan, this really is a case of if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Perhaps, but it was hardly fully functioning machinery. If you want to go through with your example. Oh, he didn't stand a chance here. I bet to at least get one on the board. Yes, sir.
Marix is going for that information that you talked about, and might be about to find it. Fantastic kill before he gets traded. He gets info on 3 players basically being there, and you can see that 4-man stack is coming over, and with this many players out on long, the bomb will have a very long rotation to go back to B. It's a call that Eternal Fire are willing to make, but this is good from Tension. He misses his chance, but he spots out the rotation, and you can see these ants going back to the Sugar Hill of B.
They might have to go back A again. Gives me so much util there onto short. 20 seconds left, and the bomb does go back. Holy cow. Calix is dead. All 4 are B for FAVBET. The bomb is now running up to A. This is absolute madness. Beenox catches Smash on the lurk. There's so much going on. How do you keep tabs on this?
You need to go fast over here. Emor missing the shot is really critical. Flashbang overhead is hoping to mask him a little bit longer, but Jackie's already scaled up. You don't have any smokes. You don't have anything like it. The only real comfort you have is that you know Beenox is far away. The defuse coming through. Mars is going to take the peek. Jackie covering it off. Sure, he does get the kill, but at the end of the day, Beenox is the one to win the round. There is no way to stop, or rather to start this defusal on the bomb unless you just gotten that shot immediately. Jackie waiting, and the Molotov to push him away. He's trying to stick it. This will not work. It cannot be done.
Wow. I mean, that is about as chaotic as a round could ever be on Overpass.
Just, in fact, the util they throw out towards short is what is their undoing. Faster fight into short. FAVBET undone completely. Not yet, at least. I think Flashbang will pursue it. Beenox will not push out all the way. It is Bondic waiting for that fight. Beenox goes back into the smoke. Then Incendiary at his feet. Oh, the Smash waiting for the fight. Bondic's already backed off. Messy moments for Mari, as he might have to go into the smoke to the left side if he tries to come out towards Marix. Marix has the ultimate advantage. Marix will not get the kill. I don't know how. I really don't. He must have missed his shots. There's no other explanation.
Tense times. Double orb here on the CT side. So well and good, but it's not favorable for an afterplant. I'm surprised they're not free A right now because Jackie does have a deep line on B. What have we got? Smoke in front of truck to try and at least have some space to navigate. Mari comes through that. Tension up close and personal, hits a ripper of a shot. Give them a decent chance. He is felled. Bondic not cleared properly, and now time's becoming a huge problem for this T side. He could finish the job, and it does. Calix goes looking. Bondic out of bullets. This is so awkward. Pistol in hand, just Bondic. And he's down. Oh my lord, we're going the distance. Inferno required.
That's a lot. That's about as many as you can be up against. Well, Moss has done a good job already. He's found the kill and backed off. And now with the flank coming in from Banana, Emor has found a cute little shot of his own. So bomb can be planted and Smash finding the frag is good. But really, Marix has to be the one to be the playmaker. He is the player that they are setting up for. Marix misses for shot number 1 and he will be punished later on. 2 versus 3. The CTs don't really have an advantage over here, though. Bondic and Smash have an excellent angle to play off of each other. Emor and Beanox will be hard-pressed to find any space, but Beanox has crept through. He's hoping to be the distraction, and on the kit, he'll just stick to defuse. Emor has to cut them off. He's not able to Smash with 4.
Huge one. And let's see. Ari. Early Uso just to block the apartment's balcony jump up. Beanox is getting very aggressive here. And these guys look poised to come through the smoke. If he gets his chance, only the one. Fast forced to deploy an A to try and stop the onslaught. But I don't think FAVBET are stopping. They want to continue going in. Util continues to be disrupted.
2 smokes not ideal, and Mars is hoping to take advantage of that. The flash is going deep. Mars sails past. Smash is actually maybe even body blocked Mars inside the smoke. Mars isn't able to go through, funnily enough. I think it was Marix who was bumping and bopping inside the smoke. But that's a terrible smoke back out towards Coffin, and Mari will be looking to take advantage of it. The deep Molotov will force him to make a decision. Do I commit or do I back off? PT smoke is finished up, and now that extra smoke that FAVBET used is going to become critically difficult to reconcile. Peek back out. Mari's the one to push forward. Bondic does trade, but with his HP and Marix being no healthier, this is a done deal. The bomb being planted is a major boon that they'll be granted.
Just too overwhelming there at the end. An Eternal Fire, 3-man start on B are going to get aggressive. Straight down Banana. Do FAVBET read this, and do they force out A early?
Well, Mars is going to be in behind them, immediately finding tension, so no, they don't. Not just that, but because FAVBET have slowed down, they have allowed the CTs to put themselves into the perfect position to destroy any sort of bracket take that you have planned. I mean, the only way this isn't an Eternal Fire round is if you see some crazy shots being hit, and the attempt is certainly there. Jackie's able to find 1, Smash a second, Emor will be traded, and maybe it's just a numbers game that is all that matters at the end of the day. Beanox is going to be spotted at the back of the bomb site. Bondic brings it back to a 1 versus 1. Moss with a smoke and a kid, it's bare minimum, as they say, but in a 1 versus 1, the smoke is unlikely to be used. Bondic recedes back to apartments.
That smoke on Mask to make all the difference. If he deploys it correctly. Goes for the bomb. Big tap. Doesn't have that much time here to mess around. Does have time, but he's got to stick, and Bondic knows his angles. FAVBET stay firmly in the lead.
Critical kill for Beanox.
Certainly gets a bit more risky now. You can also see they're leaning 3B.
Yeah.
And that just strings out this defense so much. It's fortunate that the kills continue rolling in because, yeah, if someone actually exploded out A right now, they could get overwhelmed.
Mark's couldn't afford to go down over there, but Marie wasn't ready for such an aggressive player to be around. Bondix got the second kill on top, and with Calyx back in the bomb site, he is now feeling trapped. This is a classic position for him, but Bondic in the meanwhile still waiting for Emor to make a move. That 1 versus 1 had to be won by tension, otherwise there's no chance in this round. Eternal Fire are going to be able to sneak this victory out, but it's tense in the middle.
Calyx is a total hero, isn't he?
Yeah.
Move, unfortunately, Eternal Fire, but they're getting it right. 4A.
They have so much util to keep this defended out on towards the A bomb site, right? And the techs now making their way over. Nades are good. Mari is the victim, as he has been before. Calyx is not a hero, not this time. And they had everyone on the wrong, on the right bomb site.
I'm pretty stunned.
Like,
certainly losing Pit made quite a big difference. If Pit's alive, it stops the T's just rounding onto the bomb site without having their, if there's somebody under balcony, on balcony, or in Pit, they can't focus the site without being punished. Had they exploded out soon, that would have been a big problem, but certainly the setup now is much better cancer to deal with this sort of play.
Calyx is in great position, and Incendiary, I mean, he actually ends up revealing his position. No longer the best play to go for. He was supposed to be the stopping power. Emor is flashed. He's blind as a bat without quite the same level of deadliness. It really does just look like they are getting nervous. They are consistently expecting a full execute to come over towards them, and they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah. The way I look at it is I kind of wind backwards and say, okay, oh well, hopefully some smarts can come the way of Eternal Fire in this round and get a good stack going. At the moment, they're 3 on B, and that is the wrong place to have the numbers. Long is ever so exposed, and the T side are reaping rewards. They're already out. Mario with a nice kill around the smoke. Does do some good work, but now surely they get pinned, and they will know because Calyx is not the player that found the kill. They'll know that Mario has to still be here. Surely gets cleared out, and he does. It's still good for FAVBET.
He's inside library. You can't rotate. It's impossible. Bondic has been such a menace. He is 12-2 right now, and Emor is hoping that he can step up. He is hoping he can win this round without a kit, but there's still Smash to deal with. There's still the big bad B. A tap on the bomb, and Smash is feeling worried. But Bondic is still alive, and he knows he can play the time. He's trying to fake off as he's coming here, he's going there, but maybe he has now clocked out those chickens. Emor in on the defuse is going to lose his life, though. I mean, if he had a kit...
And we've been conditioned. The first 2 maps of this series, Eternal Fire went up big early, and FAVBET did their damn to stay in the map. This is a very different order of affairs. That was laboured. Mast near on 300 damage. Done his job.
Well, that's a bit of a question mark for me. I have no idea how Smash gets a double there. I really thought Emor had killed him. Even saw the scoreboard popping up. A chance for Calyx, a chance for Eternal Fire. It's sort of a position I envy, but the Molotov is good. Gonna force Tension back. Tension's got a molly of his own, man. This is a done deal. If Calyx deploys that smoke, the round is gone. If Calyx does not deploy the smoke, the round is still gone. Smash will find 3. It is 10-2. Does feel that way. Throw fire. We rush the smoke that will not interrupt. Marix, who's been good on the other side of the equation, is unable to find a kill early on. The bomb can be planted. It is a full retake, no kit for the CTs.
This is far from easy. Man here on Banana, that's Jackie. He's got to wait for his teammates. He can't face two... What am I talking about? Masked, decapitated within seconds. Good trade there from Marix. Jackie can't get anything else done, but these guys are so low for the T side. All tension has to do is to hit his man. Oh, Bondic goes looking. I'm surprised Bondic didn't just stick it, giving this man a chance. And there's no time. Over. Phoenix has won it.
That is a very surprising play out from Bondic.
If they have to go for a smoke here late, it is tough. And they might have to. Bondic has a smoke and a nade. This is going to be sketchy.
Smoke is there, and out there goes. Smash is missing his chances. He really could have collected two there. The grenade is good, and Marix is taking advantage of it. 2 quick kills found. They're still yet to penetrate that smoke. The one advantage is that Galil... Oh my god, tension with the one M4 is able to find the kill. I thought there was no rifles. I ignored that in my periphery. Tension even gets another one. They're falling apart, Alan. They're gone. They're gone, Alan.
That could be it.
Marix and Smash to defend the B bomb site are going to be facing the brunt of the T side. Shoulders spotted. Marix smoke out. Flashbang is good, and Marix is gone. Mast is able to find the kill. The flash maybe just a little bit too late to keep him blind, but they still have control. The Smash to stop anyone from coming in through coffin. Mast goes back to lean in and retrieve that M4A1, and the grenade from Calyx makes this possible. A deep incendiary. Mast behind it, able to get another kill. Tech9 pulled out again, and Mast is doing it all. Tension in the 1 versus 2. It was through the smoke where he found success before, but now that 6-6 needs to turn to 8. First kill found. HP's low. Calyx should be gone. Right out in the open, and takes that easy peasy.
Onwards we go. 2 in and around pit. 1 player cold, 1 player moto. Let's see.
Tension needs to get these kills. He thought he had the best of games, but he finds a man with a bomb and utility in his hands. Mari goes back to retrieve. It is still Smash to try and keep a hold of this crossfire. Good for 1 kill, but it's slow, it's labored, and the second just doesn't matter. Bondic's got the bomb, though. He's going to realize it a bit too late. Beanox running out of bullets, which is up for the Galil. Bondix 5-7 could have been instrumental, but at the end of the day, it's those slow kills in to the players approaching on short, which gives Eternal Fire another breath of air. Going this far back all the way into Fallen, it is a serious commitment to the idea of A from FAVBET. And Tension finds the kill. Calyx pushes forward. That timing is just terrible. Absolutely abysmal for the T side. Stranger things have happened in this series. Becky doesn't want them to happen again. Twice is quite enough. But it is going to be a rotation that has to come in through a smoke for the CTs. They've been locked out into arches. This force back on short, it could have been important, but Tension's only good for 1. Inside the bomb site, he is overly committed. Cannot keep his op alive. That's a great timing being hit onto the A bomb site from Eternal Fire.
Let's see how the money shakes out. It's enough, but only just for a map like Inferno where you need all the nades.
Oh. Double shelter and check. He's got a backstab. Oh no. The half by Alan, this is not how the cookie was supposed to crumble. It was supposed to be moist. It was supposed to be juicy, oozing chocolate. But it's undercooked and underwhelming.
It's over. Bomb's down in mid.
You'll make a go of things, but it's a burden. That's hard to shoulder. Nice step. Would like to see Emor's perspective if we can, but honestly, it might be the perspective of a broken man. I understand if we don't want to show that on stream. Just the hopelessness, just the difficulties, but the chance is not there.
Finally.
Stab in the back. FAVBET, take it home. It is a series that is as labored as it gets, but they are in the playoffs, and I suppose that's what matters at the end of the day.